All right. It has finally come to pass. The shop got sold. The building got sold. I got to move. So me and about 5 tons of printing equipment has got to go. No, power just failed. Oh my God. I'm John Fitzgerald, and I've been doing letterpress printing since I was a kid. I took shop class in junior high, and they taught me how to set type. I've always been interested in printing, and I got into the trade. I was doing offset printing, commercial offset printing, starting in the 70s, and as the trade kind of progressed and got more digitized, it got less interesting and less hands-on, and also the jobs kind of dried up a little bit. One guy on a computer can do a lot more work than it used to take a lot of us on light tables. I was doing prep work. And also at that time, in the 80s, I'd say, there was sort of a revival of interest in letterpress. And I got interested in that, so I left the offset trade. I worked for a short time for a art printer in Los Angeles, and then I worked at a little stationery shop where we did wedding invitations and that sort of thing. Then around 2003, I moved to New Orleans, and for a while I was a stay-at-home dad. After our boy started school, I started printing, and I started in the garage, and then I moved up. I found some shop space in the Marigny in New Orleans, and I was there for about 7 or 8 years. Then I moved, and I accumulated more equipment. All through every step, I would accumulate another piece of equipment. So I was in the Marigny for a little while. Then that building was sold, and I moved to St. Bernard in the 7th Ward. The move was just a mile or two, but by that time I had a couple of very heavy pieces of equipment: the press, the paper cutter, and it was a mess. It was really, I rented a little trailer and just we did it ourselves kind of a thing, and it was and I swore I would never do that again. So I was in my shop in the 7th Ward for about 10 years, and then it got sold out. The building got sold. So I moved, and that's when I moved here, and I said, I'm gonna hire, equipment movers, somebody who really knows how to do this stuff. And that ended up costing like $4,600, which sort of shocked me. And I'm trying to make that, I'm trying to sort of reimagine that and seeing how that helps me be more realistic about expenses in general. I've been carrying, casual, like family debt for years and years. People said, "Oh, I'm going to help you get started," and I've been sort of stringing them along for the longest time. This move, when I told another friend of mine who that this move was going to just bankrupt me. Without me asking, he sent me some money and said, "Pay me back when you can." So basically, I've got accumulated debt, accumulated maintenance that I've been deferring and just not dealing with, and expenses like that get me way up over, close to $20,000. If I could scrape together 20 grand, I could really come in out of the woods and be able to continue doing this work that I enjoy doing, that I've gotten pretty good at over the years, and I can keep on sort of feeding back into the community, which I also love doing that. So, I do all sorts of custom work. I do my own art expression. I do a little bit of more like community work and political and expression like that too. So I'm looking for some help here. I'm looking to begin again and to really reach out to people who might be able to help me, who might have seen some of the stuff, might have seen some of the Mardi Gras stuff I've done and wondered if they could help out. Well, now, yeah, as a matter of fact, I could use some help, and I hope people can sort of pull me out of this. Appreciate it very much. You know, it's a little bit hard, and it's hard to come across digital too. It's hard to come across in video. When you're in the presence, when you're with it, you know, when you really see it and when you really feel it, you can tell that letterpress and the old style of printing, the hand of the artist is present, the hand of the maker is present, and there are the little subtle variations in every one that, you know, it's something. It's like when you buy food at the farmer's market and you meet the farmer, and you know that it came up from the ground. Letterpress printing, you know, has got that handmade kind of vibe to it, sort of like the arts and crafts movement. You know, the William Morris thing back when the Industrial Revolution happened, and all the manufacture became industrial. People started to crave those handmade things, and so handmade pottery and handmade furniture became. So that was arts and crafts. So now we've got this digital revolution. So this is our response, sort of like the arts and crafts movement in the 1850s was a response to the Industrial Revolution. Well, I think the interest in letterpress and what we do with letterpress, what we can do with letterpress in this digital context is, no, we're going to show this is something else. This is not that cold, cut and dried. We can make an expression that's more human scale and warmer and ours and for us and each other. So I feel like I'm going to use a lot of words because I don't know how to say it close. But I want you to be, you know, really what you need to do. What I'd like for people to do is get in touch with it directly and experience it with your hands and with your eyes directly. So get some letterpress in your life. You know, call me up.